Immaturity and uncontrolled emotions. Immaturity, uncontrolled emotions, acting crazy, all of that has been rebranded recently as being toxic. And there are a lot of social media channels out there that actually glamorize being toxic and encourage women to engage in this kind of behavior. When good men get a sense of that behavior, you lashing out, blocking their number, cursing them out, they either just stop taking you seriously from that point forward, or they don't tolerate it altogether. Because you're coming across to him more so like a child who's throwing a temper tantrum than you are a woman who wants to be taken seriously as an adult.
Hey, this is Raulh. Please act right. Because of the nonsense of today's modern day women, I wanted to make a video showing some of these young men some of the bad toxic traits in women that you should never tolerate. You just saw the first one, immaturity. If she's blocking your number, acting a fool in private and in public, disrespecting you in general, dump her behind the minute you see that those are her ways.
Well, she sees me cooking for my boyfriend, she'll be like, oh, you're not gonna, I'm like, absolutely not, I'm not gonna serve him. Sometimes when I feel like serving him, I will. But for the most part, if I cooked, you best believe I'm like eating while telling him, yo, the food's ready. Cause we ain't doing this. And I grew up strong with a strong ass attitude because I refused to be anything like my mom was when she was with my dad. Absolutely not.
Now, if she talks like this in an interview about being tired and not wanting to bring him a plate, what do you think she's gonna sound like if the two of you all get into a disagreement? You can hear the overly aggressiveness in her voice just during this interview.
When I text, respond.
Okay.
I mean immediately too. If you do not respond when I text you, it's a problem. And I am not playing.
So is she his woman or his mama? If your New Year's resolution is to improve your health like 48% of Americans, here's something that can help. Support your weight management goals with this amazing keto powder. This supplement helps with attaining and maintaining healthy body weight by helping elevate your body's levels of ketones, which can aid with appetite management, metabolism, and your overall energy level. Tens of thousands of Americans have turned to this method to help manage their weight. So what do you have to lose? Get a bag for 51% off, plus receive several free bonuses by going to ketoactright.com or simply click on the link below.
Good morning, beautiful. Just want to let you know I've been thinking about you all night. Last night I had such a... Bitch, wake up. You ain't sleep. Oh.
Believe it or not, there are women out there who do this. The guy that leaves them a good morning text and checking in on them, they don't want to be bothered with him. But the guy who calls her a bee and a garden tool, that's the one she'll give her time, energy, and her JJ too. Fellas, avoid these women at all costs because they don't know their value. And if she doesn't value herself, how can she value you?
People don't tell women the truth these days. Men get told the truth all the time. Women have no problem telling a man, I don't want an average man. It happens every day on my show. TLC said they don't want no scrubs, and we have no problem telling average men, you ain't crap. But if I just happen to have the nerve to agree with the woman that says she's average, then I'm Satan. I think that's interesting.
Women have no problem getting online talking about how men ain't ish, men are dogs, men, if a man isn't this tall, if he doesn't make this much, if he's too short, if he doesn't have a big D, if he doesn't have, buku money, if he can't give her the lifestyle that she wants, then he has no value. And we wonder why men are so frustrated, tired and done with relationships, tired and done with marriage, and they're focusing on themselves. And if you tell a woman the truth, if you actually say something, you get labeled with all these different things, and you are basically crucified.
Men are staying single because it's not men that don't feel worthy of love. It's that they don't trust that women are going to give them the love they feel they deserve. There's ulterior motives, conditions, acts of service they have to do in order to be worthy of such love, versus women just have to be women. Because a lot of the times they use their kitty as a bargaining chip, as a prize to be won. Well, when you use that as a tool to bargain with, then it becomes a commodity and it lessens the value for both sexes. So for some, it's far less problematic to just be single. They respect their worth, they just don't feel that a woman respects theirs.
From the very beginning, pay attention to what value she brings into your life. If she's expecting you to do all the things that a man is supposed to do, yet the only thing she brings to the relationship is her kitty, move on to the next woman. Every woman born female with female parts has a vajayjay. And if you're a good man who knows how to take care of business, take care of home, and take care of a woman, pick a woman with a vajayjay that's going to put in the work to help you and her move forward in life, not one that's just going to become a liability.
Most women were never taught how to respect a man. They were taught about love. If he makes you feel this way, he's the one. If he does this for you, he's a keeper. And the reason why women were never taught that is because it takes women out of their comfort zone. And we've always been taught that relationships should always center around the woman. This is a very dangerous ideology because it neglects the importance of respect for the man. Respect builds trust. So if you don't respect him, he will never trust you. Love, on the other hand, is a feeling of affection towards someone or something. This is why you can love a car, you can love a house. It's an emotion. And like all emotions, it can be very fleeting. It changes. Respect, though, is accepting someone for who they are, even if it means that they're different from you and you don't always necessarily see eye to eye. Respect is accepting someone for their own individuality. It's very rare that a man is accepted for being a man, and that's why respect to a man is essential. Contrary to popular belief, love is not an action word because it has no responsibility attached to it. I could love my car and still get rid of it. I could love my home but still sell it. The same way a woman can claim that she loves you but still cheat on your ass.
Guys, you know what else they do? When she's telling you she's going on a girls' night out, what she'll do is she'll meet up with her girls. They'll take pictures together, or they'll do boomerangs, or they'll put it on their Snap story. But then she'll go and stay the whole night or stay part of the night with a whole nother man.
But I can't claim to respect you and treat you any kind of way. Because if I say I respect you, that means that I now have a moral obligation to treat you right and do right by you. And this is why a lot of women can blatantly disrespect a man but still claim to love them. When you love someone, you're operating out of a place of emotions. But when you respect someone, you're operating out of a place of pure acceptance. This is why a man has to feel respected before love. Men are extremely prideful, and their manhood is at the top of that list as a man. Even during the dating phase, a man has to feel like you respect him above anything else. He's not going to say it, but trust and believe that he's paying attention because he wants to see if you're going to give him that respect or try to degrade him. Women tend to get lost in their emotions and place all the attention on how they're being treated and how they feel. But we need to put ourselves aside for a second because there's nothing wrong with catering to his masculinity. It's not ignoring our value from the equation, it's simply enhancing his. Sometimes when things start to crumble in a relationship, a lot of women will place the blame on the man, when in reality the problem is that somewhere along the line she emasculated him. And once you've done that, you've lost a piece of him that's going to take some serious effort to gain back. That's if you can even get it back. I hear a lot of women talk about how they feel neglected and underappreciated when they do something feminine for their man and he doesn't realize or even compliment them. They come home with their hair done or they get made up and they walk past and he doesn't acknowledge or even take notice. It's a turnoff for them and it can shake her confidence. That's how it is for a man in terms of respect. He has to feel like even the little things that he does for you are appreciated. Even though this current generation makes men seem like that they're just out to tear women down, men have an innate purpose to protect and to provide for women. So when he does that, stroke his ego. Let him know that you notice his actions and how his masculinity turned you on. That's the true way to his heart, ladies.
Chances are, if she doesn't respect you in the very beginning, she's never going to respect you. And if she has no respect for you, and I don't care if you're deeply in love with her, let her go. When I see a woman has no respect for me, my time, or my boundaries, there is no need for me to stay with her. And this is why it's so easy for good men to just walk away from any woman, because you have to love yourself enough to know when it's time to let go of somebody who does not respect you.
I can love your ass and still leave you. Don't get it twisted. Understand that I can love you far enough from your arms where you can't hurt me no more. You think just because I love you, I'm chained to you, and you got that misconstrued. You think because I love you, I've sacrificed my dignity and self-respect. I didn't. I can love you far enough. I can love you and leave you. My love for you is not a prison. I am not your captive. I am not chained to your heart. Yes, if I leave, will I be hurt? Absolutely. Will I be disappointed? Absolutely. Will it take me a while to get over you? Absolutely. But will I still leave? Despite all that? Absolutely. I will leave your ass if you don't act like you got common sense, decency, and respect me as a person. Period. Quit getting me confused for all those other people that tolerated that bullshit. You must not have met a man or a woman that loves themselves enough before.
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.